Hi there, today we're talking about some really cool gear from a company called Sony. Now, Sony have been players in the mobile space for ages. They've been doing amazing product and they came back strong with their Z1 last year, and not long thereafter they launched their brand new model called the Z2. Now the Z1 and the Z2 had one amazing feature that was really well worth looking at, and that, apart from the brilliant construction, glass front, glass back, it's waterproof, truly, properly waterproof. It's military grade spec waterproof. So in other words, if you spill your wine, dunk your phone in the beer, not a problem. It can even survive in a pool up to 1 meter for at least half an hour. The only negative I can point out is that it's not a small phone. It's got a 5-inch screen. It's reasonably large and tall, so there's a bit of a bezel at the bottom at the top, unlike the LG G3, which is much less phone and much more screen. This phone is a large phone, so if you've got small hands, perhaps it's not for you. But for everyone else who's got a reasonable hand, it's well balanced, sits in your hand really well, easy to use, runs the latest generation of Android with a minimal overlay. Very impressed with Sony's treatment of Android. They've been fairly gentle, pretty respectful. It's simple, it's easy, and it's an absolute pleasure to use. What else is nice is it comes with a couple of things that are starting to become relevant in South Africa. It comes with a very nice Walkman app, which most people will remember the good old Sony Walkman. Nice sounding, comes with sound cancelling headphones, which is another added bonus. And another app that I found really useful is their Movies and What's New app. Now, Movies are not available in South Africa yet, though Sony say they're coming soon. But the other app, which is really nice, is their What's New app. You sign in for a Sony account or a PlayStation account, and you get gaming, you get trailers, you get all sorts of content that is proprietary to Sony available through this. It's really easy to use. The two other key features of this phone: it runs the latest Snapdragon processor along with sufficient memory. It comes standard with 16 gig. You can use an SD card, which is behind one of these little waterproof slots, to increase the memory. Which is really makes it super fluid, super fast, and really a pleasure to use. The Sony Xperia Z2 comes bundled with another little device that really adds a bit of differentiation to the whole ecosystem, and that is the Smart Band. Now, the Smart Band is a basic motion tracker. It tracks how many steps you take, it tracks the direction you're going. It doesn't have GPS, so it doesn't track where you've been, but it has lots of wonderful features. And what sets this Smart Band apart from other smart bands or similar type of devices like the Fitbit and the rest, it comes with a brilliant app which is downloadable on the Xperia Z2 and is also available for those of you that are interested on other Android devices, as long as they're running Android 4.2 and above. But this is called Lifelog, and how Sony pitch it, and I've been using it for the last couple of weeks, and I must say it actually works that way, is that it tracks your steps, it tracks your activity, but it links it to what you are doing. So the phone has got a built-in GPS, it knows where you've been, so it can link a particular activity to a place. You can then take pictures wherever you are and link that to the activity and to the place. So it creates a log of your life, for want of a better terminology, hence the Lifelog application. And I must say, I found it really easy to use, very simple. It even tracks cycling. The only challenge is you need to keep this in your tight cycling shorts. And it's a large phone. Another brilliant new device from Sony in the Xperia Z range is their new Z2 tablet. Now, this is the slimmest, probably the most rugged tablet presently available on the market. And it is so packed with technology that I haven't got an hour to explain it to you. But in essence, it's a 10-inch screen, super slim, 10-hour battery life, 3G or LTE built in as standard. There are two versions. You can get the Wi-Fi only and the Wi-Fi with 3G. It runs Android like other top tablets on the market, and Sony have done a really good job at keeping a very standard Android look, along with some brilliant new apps from Sony, music, movies, and their Xperia Experience Store, which are really worthwhile having. It is the only waterproof tablet on the market, and just like the Z2 phone, along with their armband, it is truly military grade waterproof. So you can leave this on the counter, you can spill water on it, not a problem. You can drop it accidentally while you're reading in the bath, no problem whatsoever. And that is quite a liberating thing. The other key feature is the construction quality. It is, short of one other tablet on the market, the best built tablet that I've ever played with. It has a really smooth aluminium frame, glass front, with a soft touch, non-slip, and that's really quite important, a non-slip rear, which makes it really easy to handle. And it's super, super light. So it's easy to handle with one hand, it's easy to read with one hand, and overall, in combination with their interpretation of the latest version of Android, it is very, very smooth and slick and simple to use in general.